Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a story from Uzbekistan. It is a story about when you are so careful that you don't trust anybody. The story is called Trust and Betrayal, and it goes like this. Once upon a time there was a Shah who had a parrot as a pet. He loved that parrot so much he wouldn't even spend 1 hour separate from it. The parrot flattered the Shah a lot, told him nice things about himself, and just sort of really amused the Shah. Now one day the parrot said, I have family in India, my mother, my father, my brothers, my sisters, my friends, they're all there. I really miss them. I would like to go visit them. I have been now for 14 years in here with you. Will you let me take a holiday? I need 6 days to fly there and 6 days back, and then I would like to spend 8 days with them. Will you let me? And then the Shah said, no, if I let you go, then you will never come back to me. And the parrot kept pleading, and then finally the Shah said, okay, but only 2 weeks in total, which meant that he had 2 days only with his family, really. So the parrot said, fine, great, thank you. And he flew happily down south towards India, and the Shah watched him disappear in the distance. And when he arrived there, he was just so happy. Everybody was happy to see him. And he flittered here and there through the trees in the forest, happy to see his mom, his dad, his brothers, his sisters, his friends, everybody. Everybody was so sweet to him. But before he knew it, of course, the 2 days were over. And everybody pleaded with him and said, don't go back. You have been there for 14 years. I mean, what kind of Shah, what kind of person is this? It can only be a mean person that locks you up for 14 years and then sets you free only for 2 weeks. Don't go back to him. Never get close to a Shah or a tiger, they said. But our friend the parrot had made a promise, and he wanted to stick to it. And he says, no, I promised, so I will go back. Then his mother spoke to him and said, listen, in this forest, we have the fruit of life. So if you just eat that fruit, then any old man will turn into a youth, and any old woman will turn into a girl. Just give some of that to the Shah and ask him to set you free. And so everybody thought that was a great idea. So they gave him fruits, some fruits to carry. And so he did. He went back to the Shah and he says, these are the fruits of life. And please set me free. And then the Shah said, okay, I will set you free. And he kept those 2 fruits in a bowl, and his vizier, his grand vizier, his assistant got very jealous and immediately came up with a wicked scheme. And in one of the fruits, he injected a lot of poison. And he said to the Shah, don't eat these fruits, they're not good for you. And then let's try them on some others, and if whether or not this works, and then you can still take them. And so he, they got 2 peacocks, and they had them nip of this one poisoned fruit, and they immediately both fell dead. And the vizier, grand vizier said, listen, look, Shah, if you would have eaten them, that's what would have happened to you too. And the Shah said, yes, immediately, and he killed the parrot. That was how he repaid the trust of the parrot, the loyalty of the parrot. And then a little while later, there was somebody that greatly displeased the Shah, and the Shah wanted to get rid of him. And he basically wanted to chop his head off, but then he thought of this fruit, and he said, okay, here, eat this fruit. And so this guy, an old man, ate his fruit. And, you know, his white hair became black, and he became young and strong, and, you know, he became a young man again. And at that moment, the Shah realized that he betrayed the trust of his parrot. He should have never killed him. So why am I telling this story? Is that so? Yes, being careful is good, but trust others until they have shown that you cannot trust them. But be trustful, more trustful than maybe you are right now. Any comments on this story or any suggestions for another story? I'm happy to hear them. Thank you so much.